Hi everybody, welcome to a new tutorial from Sound for More. It's Leo speaking. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Motional Pad inside your Phantom O. Before I continue, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Thank you very much. Okay, let's press enter. Let's go to Bank D and let's click on the first initial scene in my case because it is empty. And if you click on Zone View, you will find that that view, which will show you 4 different zones which contain the same preset, i.e. the Acoustic Pop Piano 1. Perfect. Now let's press the Motional Pad button, which is on the left of your touch screen. Okay, so this is the Motional Pad screen. As you can see, you have 4 areas, 1, 2, 3, 4. Each area works exactly the same, so I explain you how one area works, and then you can replicate the same for the other areas. So first of all, there is a zone here. You click on it and you can select up to which of the 16 zones you would like to select. So in this case, zone 1 is fine. Next, below, you have the preset, so click on it. And here is where you can choose the preset. So in my case, let's go and choose an effect. Let's go to pulsating and we use that 8th pick. Okay, and it sounds like this. Perfect. Now let's go to zone 2 and we'll leave it to the second area and we'll leave it to zone 2. And let's click again on the preset and let's choose something different. Something... Again, on the effect, on pulsating, let's choose that dancing P5 and press OK. Now, before you continue, you need to activate all the different zones, otherwise this will not work. So click on zone 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the buttons to actually make them all active at the same time. Now, you see in the middle, there is a target, okay? So you can click, you can touch the screen and hold, and you can move this target. And look at what happens in terms of the level here. Okay, so when I go up to this corner, all the other levels on all the other areas are 0 in terms of volume, and this one is a maximum. If I move the target this way, up this corner, now the volume of this area is a maximum, and all the others are 0. And I can do the same, moving down here, for example. I'll have this area here, the third one. If I count like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, which will have volume maximum, and the others will be 0. And of course, if I move to this area, I will have this volume maximum, and the others is 0. What it means is that I can move from one zone to the other, and I can fade the volume between one zone to the next. So let's try. So I start up here, and I hold a chord and I will move the target from this zone 1 to zone 2. Now let's go to this area here and let's leave it to zone 3 and let's choose something like, again, another effect, for example, another pulsating effect like the sidechain synth. And then for this 4th area, we are going instead to choose something completely different, like these strings. So here the strings here, and down here, you hear that sidechain synth, okay? And of course now you can play, you can hold chords or play, or you might have a patterns which is playing, and you can move smoothly from one zone to the next. Okay, other things you can do on the Motional Pad screen. First of all, you have a Motional Pad button here. Click to deactivate it and click to activate it again. Then you have a hold button which is on. If you set it to off, every time you move the target and let go, it will go back to the center, okay? So I like to have that active so it remembers where I leave the target. Next, you have a button which says auto, and when you click on it, it will actually move the target itself, which is nice in terms of playing something yourself while it is moving between the different 4 zones. Again, if I was, for example, to deactivate zone 2 to 4 and leave only number 1 active, you will have that a problem where you don't hear the other zone active. The similar if I go on zone 4 only active. Okay, so you need to have all the others active, really. Okay, something else as well, let's undo that auto, is you can go into the edit screen. This is where, for example, you can change the crossfading. So let's say, for example, that at the moment it's set to 100. So let me show you. If I move from this one here to this next, actually probably from the strings to this one, so from zone 4 to zone 2. So you can hear how it is crossfading. The area crossfading is quite large. Okay, so you can change that, and let's say that we set down that to something like 50 or 49. Let's try again. You can hear that the crossfaded zone, so the area between where the 2 presets overlap or crossfade is much smaller. Okay, so it's nice to have that that quite wide. 100 is the default, which is nice. Next, what you can do, you can also set the minimum and maximum volume for each area. So let's say, for example, that I set area number 1 to 127 as a minimum. Oops, press exit. Even when I have the target down here to zone 4, you can hear still zone 1 because the minimum value has been set for that area to 127, which is not really ideal unless you really want that sound always on. So really depends on what you're trying to achieve. So in a nutshell, that is Motional Pad for you. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and see you at the next one. Thank you. Bye.